Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and basically today we are going to be ranking the heroes of the game Star Wars Battlefront 2. Basically, yeah, we're just going to be ranking, like, their abilities. Well, we're not going to be ranking their abilities, but we're going to be ranking them by their abilities, how they play, and also, just full disclosure, this is all completely my opinion. You guys can totally agree. That's fine. And a lot of these will be very opinionated. So, yeah, there's a few heroes that you might be like, what? They're that far up on the list? And, yeah, they are. Or down on the list, and yeah, they are. But, anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the diddly dang darn video. Coming in at our number 22 spot will have to be the hero Chewbacca. Now, I think that Chewie, some people can play as Chewie, but I personally cannot. Like, I think that his Charge Slam is probably one of the only good things about Chewie. His Shot Grenade isn't really that good, in my opinion. It doesn't have that, like, large of a radius. And his Bowcaster is really tricky to, like, get used to, because, as you can tell in some of my gameplay, like, a lot of the times I'm gonna have to, like, run up to them in, like, melee, because the normal bowcaster isn't reliable enough. But when you're aiming in, it actually is pretty like, it does occasionally one-shot troopers, so that is good. But yeah, Chewbacca just isn't that strong of a hero for me, and I think that he probably needs some, like, he's already been reworked, but, like, I don't even think he needs any buffs or anything. But yeah, I mean, Chewbacca's number 22. I just never thought he was really that good. Now, dropping in at our number 21 spot is Captain Phasma. Now, this was a very tricky rank for me because I actually love playing as Captain Phasma. She's one of my favorite heroes to work with, and like, I don't know, I feel like that she can be amazing in some situations, but then just, like, straight trash in others. Like, I feel like that if you're gonna, like, her droid is really good. Like, if you just sit on the droid the whole time in HIV or HPV, you're gonna, I don't know why I called it HIV, but, you're gonna just die. Or no, you're gonna do well. But if you, like, try to move around, go head first into battle, her staff strikes aren't really that good, so I wouldn't suggest doing that. But her gun's amazing. That's really the only reason why I actually enjoy playing as Phasma. But yeah, she's just not that good. That's why I put her at the number 21 spot. Yeah, it's just none of her abilities really work for me. So yeah, she's our number 21 spot. So coming in at the number 20 spot is going to be BB-8. Now, BB-8, I actually think he's a really fun hero to play. Now, I would have put him above BB-9E, but I'll get into that when I rank BB-9E. But anyways, yeah, he's really fun to play. His shock spin's amazing. The little weird spin thing. And his shock prod is always really good. His, like, charge dashing thing, not only can it, like, damage people, but it can get you out of situations, oh my god, really well, especially when you need it. Yeah, I feel like he's, like, actually a really solid hero, but he also doesn't have that much health, and I don't think he compares to other blaster heroes, and obviously he doesn't have that much health, but he's also, like, really different, and a lot of people don't know, like, how to play him. And because he's just, like, such a weird hero. But once you get to, like, actually play as him, he's really good. But yeah, BB-8's just, I think he's good, but I don't think he's really deserving of any better placement because, yeah, he's just, I don't think his shock prod is, like, as good as BB-9E's because it, like, doesn't shock them. But yeah, I think he's actually a pretty solid hero, and yeah, let's get into our next hero. Now, dropping it in our number 19 spot is, guess what, BB-9E. I feel like BB-9E is, I feel like he's also really fun to play, because he's like BB-8, but again, with more of a support role. I feel like I like his, I actually don't like his, his spinny cable things, the shock thing. I forgot what that was called, but I don't like those that much because it throws you out, but it does deal enough damage. Like, I'm pretty sure in one of these clips there's like this huge like group of troopers, and I just like go into them and I start like destroying them. So like, I think that it is a decent ability for sure, and also I feel like that it's super beneficial in heroes versus villains, that whenever he shocks a hero, they get shocked, they get stunned, so then heroes can come in and finish them off, and I think that that's really helpful. Also, if they're trying to get away, that's also really helpful. But again, the same things with DB9E. He's just not, his shock prod doesn't do enough damage, and he's just not really that good. He doesn't have that much health, so yeah, he's just not really that amazing. Now, coming in at our 18th spot is Lando. A lot of people are going to get really mad with me about this, but yeah, I just don't think Lando's really that solid. Like, I don't know, his blaster I actually love, and I love like the way that it works and all that, but honestly, the only good ability he has is his middle one. The shock damage thing does not do nearly enough, and yeah, I mean, it's just, it doesn't like have enough range or anything, and the smoke thing doesn't even really work, but you can like, since his middle ability one-shots all infantry, you can get so many multi-kills with it, and that's why I enjoy playing as Lando so much. But honestly, I just don't think he sizes up to the other heroes on the list. If you're looking for fun, you can play as Lando, but if you're looking to win games, I wouldn't suggest using him. Now, coming in at number 17 spot is Iden Versio. Now, the reason why I put her above Lando is because I think that she's a lot better in Galactic Assault, because her secondary fire is amazing. It does a lot of damage, and I'm pretty sure I think it one-shots all infantry. I don't think it does, but it does a lot of damage to infantry nonetheless. And also and I feel like that she is good in heroes versus villains because her main weapon can melt heroes, and also her secondary fire can go through their lightsaber blast, but I don't think it deals quite enough to actually like have an effect on the hero. And also, I don't think her droid stun's pretty good against heroes if you're trying to get away. Her pulse cannon is not nearly that. I don't think it's good at all. And her shield is, I still don't know. I just don't really like it that much. I think that she could have had a lot of better other abilities. But yeah, Iden, really good trooper killer, pretty good hero killer, and yeah, just... Now, coming in at our number 16th spot is Finn. Now, the reason I put Finn above Iden and Lando is solely because of his blaster. I think that he has a better blaster than Lando does, because I feel like the quicker fire rate just really helps out. And I feel like that, I'm already a huge fan of I'm pretty sure it's EL-16. I think that's what it's called. But I'm a huge fan of that. And him, like, having basically just, like, a higher rate of fire with that is amazing. And also his Deadeye is just, like, aimbot. I mean, like, hackers, you don't even need to hack anymore. Just go over to Finn. I mean, it's aimbot, and it's amazing. And his pistol ability, I forgot what that was called, but, I mean, it's fine. I think it works for sure. His Deadeye also does more damage, but, yeah, I mean, it works for sure. It's kind of like Han's. It's just like, it's not like too necessary, but I mean, if it's there, so just deal with it. And he's also a good support hero. Like, yeah, he's just, because he has the ability where he buffs health and stuff, which I just think that, yeah, he's like, I feel like he's like your basic kind of hero. Like, he has a good blaster, good abilities, and yeah. Coming in at in my opinion, the worst lightsaber hero is gonna have to be Yoda. People are gonna get really pissed at me for saying this, but I'm just like, it might just be me, but I don't think, like, Yoda's force push is not, like, that good. It's just, I mean, it definitely deals damage, but I don't think it has, like, that good of a range. Like, it doesn't even have close to Obi-Wan's, I mean, understandably, and not even close to Luke's either. I just think that his force push is more for, like, a lightsaber hero who's, like, aggressively attacking you, and you're just, like, blocking all their attacks, then you can force push him away. I don't think it's meant for damage. Now, I do like his dash, because you can dash through blocks, and that can be really helpful, but also, his lightsaber attacks are just average, and his middle ability I don't think is Like, it's just like kind of when you can't think of another ability for a hero. I think that what like buffed health is. So yeah, that in my opinion, Yoda's the worst hero, but you guys can disagree. And, yeah. Coming in at our number 14th spot is General Grievous. Oh god, Grievous. I was tempted to put him below Yoda. I was tempted to put Yoda, like, better than him on the ranking thing, but it's just I don't know, people would have gotten really mad at me, I feel like, because Grievous, I can see how he's really good to some people, but then totally garbage to others. And yeah, I just think that, I don't know, Grievous is just, his Claw Rush, I am going to admit, is amazing for clearing out hallways. His, Unrelenting Advance is, I feel like it's only good if you have a bunch of people that are just, like, standing in a corner, and, like, I mean, that gets the job done, but that's also pretty unlikely to happen. Although the Unrelenting Advance is a pretty fast, like, you run pretty fast whenever you're doing that, so I can, like, I do think that that's okay. And then his other one is good for taking out heroes, but otherwise, I don't know, he doesn't have any, like, he doesn't have that good of blocking stamina. His swings are really slow, like the animation for the swings, and while they are powerful, yeah, I don't think that Grievous is really that good. Again, I was tempted to put Yoda better than him, but I do think he is better in a Galactic Assault standpoint, than Yoda is. But, yeah, I don't know. Grievous is okay, I guess. Coming in at number 13th spot is Boba Fett. Yeah, Boba Fett, he's a really interesting hero, because he has a jetpack, like that, yeah, and I actually think he's really good. He's pretty solid, and he, yeah, in the gameplay that I'm showing right now, this is not like a true representation of how Boba Fett is supposed to be played. This is a very concealed space, but I was trying to get this video done quickly, so I needed to roll with this. But basically all I was doing was spamming my blaster and using my rocket barrage occasionally. But yeah, I just think Boba Fett's really solid. Like, if you learn how to aim with his jetpack equipped, you should be a Boba Fett main, because yeah, in Galactic Assault he's amazing. He just literally fly around the map and rain hell from above. And also his rocket barrage is really solid too. It's good for taking out infantry, also tanks. I don't think you realize that, but it's really good for taking out tanks. And in hero game modes, he's also really good. He can just fly above all the heroes that are trying to, like, force push him and force pull him away. And he'll just use his middle ability and just, like, fly away and just infinitely fly away. And that's just OP. Yeah, he's a really good hero, I think. And I would have put him higher if the next hero wasn't a lot better, in my opinion. But yeah, Boba Fett, he's a really solid hero. Also, his melee attack, it does so much damage. Like, I mean, enough to stand up to possibly lightsaber heroes that are, like, at half health, but I don't know. And yeah, he's just, I feel like he's really solid. But yeah, that's Boba Fett for you. Again, the gameplay is pretty misleading, but yeah. Anyways, moving on to our next spot is Han Solo. So, oh god. Han Solo is, I wish I would have ranked him a lot higher, honestly. Because once I actually started playing as him, like, a lot more for this video, I realized that I actually love playing as Han. But, like, I apologize for putting him so low on the list, but I feel like that if I did rank him any higher, it'd only be 1 or 2 places. So sorry guys, but, like, sorry Han mains, but yeah, I still think he's good. His base weapon is probably the best in the game. His detonite charge is amazing for clearing out choke points, hallways, really anything with more than 4 troopers in them. It's also great for knocking down heroes, getting, like, ledging heroes, and yeah, his shoulder charge is also good. It's good for knocking down heroes to either get away or deal a lot more damage. And his middle ability, I think it's fine. but I think it's like, I don't think it's as strong as his detonite charge, in my opinion. I don't think it really does it for me that much, but although it is pretty good, because in this you can see that I use it, and pretty soon I just like kind of melt Emperor Palpatine, and it, like, yeah, it's really useful. So yeah, I think that all of his abilities are really solid. Next ranking that I do, I'll probably rank him a lot higher, but the next hero I think is probably a little bit better than Han. So yeah, let's get into him. That is Count Dooku. Count Dooku is, this gameplay is very misleading. This is not how you play Count Dooku. He's like, Jesus, I really think he's like pretty bad in Galactic Assault, because his lightning stun like does not deal enough damage to crowds, which I feel like it should. I feel like it should deal like the same amount of damage no matter how many people. You could maybe put like a limit on how many people, like maybe only 4 or 5 or something, but I actually die in this clip. But yeah, I don't think Count Dooku's that good in Galactic Assault, but in Heroes vs. Villains, he is definitely one of my top picks. He is amazing. His stamina's amazing. His laser sword attacks are amazing. And yeah, it's just, I feel like in every other situation, I feel like in hero versus hero situations, he's amazing. But let's get into our next hero, which is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Kenobi, I would have ranked him a lot higher if his middle ability wasn't so bad. Like, it's not bad, but like really, like, I find that hard to be like a middle ability. I would have rathered that be like the left bumper thing, and have his all-out push be his middle one, because it's just like, because it's way better. But Kenobi is like, he's really good. His lightning strikes. His lightsaber strikes are good 2-shot infantry like any other hero. His all-out push is amazing. It can clear hallways, clear rooms, clear anything, but just about anything. And then his I'm pretty sure it's called the defensive rush or defensive charge or something. It's also really good for just like running through hallways with that, and then yeah, you could just like run through with that ability and then turn around and force push them all to finish them off. And yeah, so against infantry, I think he's actually really good. And in Heroes vs. Villains, he's fine. I don't think he's that amazing, but I think he's like okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that he's just like kind of like a basic Heroes vs. Villains hero, kind of like Finn. He's just like the basic blaster hero. In Heroes vs. Villains, he's just like the basic HBV guy. But in Galactic Assault, he's definitely amazing and something like very special. Our next hero is Palpatine. I had a very hard time ranking Palpatine, and people are probably going to get really mad at me for ranking him so low, or like relatively high for like normal, like his other ranking videos. Palpatine is ranked like number 3, number like 5, and I'm just like, oh god, because Palpatine, he's really good. Like, I think that his lightning stun ability works for sure. Like, it does the job. It does it damn well. Sorry, but yeah, and his lightning stun ability, again, amazing for clearing out hallways. Like, it just works. Like, I don't even know what else to say. In his middle ability, though, Dark Aura, I don't actually think that does enough damage. I think it should deal more damage to infantry, for, like, clearing out, like, big spaces. But also, it used to be able to stun abilities, but in a new update, it doesn't stun anymore. And I feel like that was a big part of Palpatine. Him, like, that being able to stun, so he could, like, stun the players and, like, jump around and then just, like, lightning stun them, or lightning blast them, and then they'd be dead in a heartbeat. But yeah, Palpatine, definitely a good hero, not as good as others. Princess Leia, you guys are probably gonna get really surprised that I ranked her this high. but I'm definitely a Princess Leia main. I haven't been playing Heroes versus Villains on my streams lately, so you can't really see. But she is my main, and I don't think her secondary fire is that good. That's why I basically never use it. But her main blaster is amazing. Thank God they added in grenades, and because that just helps so much for clearing out hallways, rooms, etc. And her squad shield is okay. I do think it's the worst of her abilities, but I mean, it's fine. I think it works. And her E11 though, that's probably the best one, because it just melts heroes. You can just roll under them, like if they're swinging at you. Use your E11, like they'll just like die. But yeah, Princess Leia, I think she's a really good hero, and yeah. Number 7 is Bosk. Now, this is old gameplay that I'm showing you guys, but I think Bosk is really good for holding objectives, holding choke points, and basically just anything in Galactic Assault. Heroes versus Villains, in my opinion, sorry guys, he's trash. Like, he just doesn't work for me. I've tried it, it just doesn't work. Whatchamacallit, yeah, Heroes versus Villains, he's definitely just not that good, but in Galactic Assault he's amazing. That's why I rank him so high, because he's so good in Galactic Assault, because he has a little bit of everything. His sniper is a sniper and a shotgun at the same time. At close range it melts people, at long range it melts people. Works either way. His detonite charges, amazing for, again, holding objectives, holding choke points, and just camping on them and sniping. His Dioxis grenade is also amazing for holding objectives, holding choke points, clearing out hallways and rooms. And his sniper is really good for just shotgunning, snipering, anythinging, really. And yeah, I feel like there's always a situation where Boss can come in handy, and his middle ability is really good too. That's just good for like clearing out, again, like he's just really good for clearing out objectives, rooms, everything basically. But yeah, Bosk in my opinion is amazing. So let's get on to our next hero, which is Rey. You guys are probably surprised that I'm ranking Rey so high, but I used to be a Rey main, and I think that she's still really good. She's still one of my top picks for heroes, because her mind trick is just so freaking annoying. Like, it destroys people because they don't know where to move. If you know how to counter it, like, okay, but you're still gonna get affected by it. Like, there's not really, like, people are like, oh, well, you're not gonna do any damage to me because I know how to counter your mind trick, and then I just, like, cut their head off or something, and they're like, oh, fuck. But yeah, Rey is, I think that she's a really solid hero. Her lightsaber swings are amazing. She has really fast swings. Her little Emperor Palpatine, like, run thing where she holds her lightsaber like that and, like, runs is really good for, again, clearing out hallways, rooms, etc. Her insight is a really good support ability, so then, like, she can, like, mark out, like, troopers to people and, like, know where, like, the big choke points are and stuff. And yeah, I think Rey's a really good hero. Yeah, I think that she's just definitely one of the best heroes in the game. Moving on to our next hero is Maul. Darth Maul is, oh my god, he's amazing. I personally think Darth Maul is oh god. Sorry guys, I'm just like, I love Darth Maul, and I would have ranked him a lot higher, but people would have gotten pissed at me. And honestly, he's just not as good as these heroes. I've been Maul and, like, fought against, like, Anakin's, and I've just gotten destroyed. But Maul is definitely, I think he's a really good hero. People will run in at me, and they'll literally run in at me and just start slashing their lightsaber in Galactic Assault, and that never works. Because you're supposed to, like, that's not how you play Maul. You play Maul by just, like, using your abilities to get in, to, like, so you can, like, spin in, spin out, and then lightsaber throw, and you'll have, like, 14 kills. Maul is definitely amazing in Galactic Assault. He's okay in Heroes versus Villains. I've never found myself being like, holy crap, Maul is the best, like, hero ever, in Heroes versus Villains. But, yeah, In Galactic Assault, though, he's amazing. Yeah, he could get, like, really good just multi-kills and, really just everything. And he, sorry guys, I'm really congested, so just bear with me. But, yeah, he's amazing in Galactic Assault, okay in Heroes vs. Villains, and don't use him in Hero Showdown, he's not good for 1v1s. But he's also really good for ledging people in Heroes vs. Villains, so that's another pro, I guess. Yeah, so coming in at our next spot is Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is really, really good. You can, like, cause I love him so much because of his recharge times. Like, it barely does anything. Like, you can, like, I'll sometimes just, like, use Frenzy on, like, 2 people just because, and it, like, it always works. And then it, like, recharges in, like, a few minutes, so then I can, like, go and kill, like, 13. But yeah, I think I love playing as Kylo Ren. He's one of my favorite heroes. He's just so fun, and he gets the job done. Not only in Galactic Assault, but in Heroes vs. Villains too. Like, you guys would be really surprised on how many times he can just destroy people in Heroes vs. Villains. And his lightsaber swings do a lot of damage. His lightsaber swings do a lot of damage. He also has a pretty fast swing speed, and he's also a really fast hero. Like, I think that, like, for all of his, like, abilities and all of that, he's a really fast hero. Yeah, I just think that, God, I don't even know. His swing speed's amazing. I already said that. And also, I haven't really mentioned anything about this yet, but I also love his appearances. Like, honestly, I think Kylo Ren's, like, helmet appearance, with, the cracks in it, is probably my favorite, like, hero appearance in the whole game. But he's amazing for melting heroes, villains, really anybody that you come across, because his swings do so much damage, and he has a, like, relatively fast swing speed for the damage that he does. And his frenzy, like, can take out, like, hordes of people. I have noticed that sometimes it doesn't completely annihilate, like, other abilities that he had. Like, I don't think that if you go into a room with, like, 12 people, maybe like 10 people, and they're all, like, not that spread out, but, like, spread out, no, they're in your range of frenzy. Sometimes if, like, one moves around, it'll kind of disrupt the whole thing. So then you will end up, like, missing, like, 4 people. But also I feel like in overwhelming situations when there's tons of troopers, like, spread out in this wide area, he's not that good, because he also doesn't have that good of, like, a blocking stamina. And yeah, but otherwise Kylo Ren's amazing, and he's just amazing in I feel like he's better in Galactic Assault than he is in Heroes vs. Villains, but that doesn't mean that he's bad at all. And yeah, his pull, amazing for getting people that are running away. His frenzy, multi-kills, and his freeze is also amazing for getting people that are running away. Our next hero is Luke. Sorry guys, I'm really congested, hold on. Luke is really good in a Galactic Assault standpoint. He, oh boy, he's just, like, he will clear out rooms, choke points, hallways, anything. Like, because his force push, he'll literally just, like, run into someone and, like, just, like run into, like, a horde of people, force push them, and, like, they all die, because it does so much damage, and it does so much, too. I'm really going to be talking about him from a Galactic Assault standpoint, though, because, yeah, he's just, I don't think he's that good in, Heroes vs. Villains, personally, but in Galactic Assault, he's definitely my top. He's probably, no, he's my top pick for Galactic Assault. He's just so mobile. His swing speed is amazing, and I'm not a fan of Luke in the OG trilogy at all. I actually don't like him. But in the game, kind of made me like him. So, yeah. But moving on to our next hero is Anakin. I don't know what you guys were expecting. On every list, Anakin is either number 1 or number 2. Anakin is really well-rounded in both. I feel like that he's like, in Galactic Assault, he's amazing. You just pull people towards him, then force push them all, and then like use his middle ability to throw them all away. And his other ability is really good for like 1v1ing people. Or not 1v1ing people, but like heroes versus villains, you know what I mean? Because it just goes right through their block, and I mean it deals a heck of a lot of damage, let's just say that. And yeah, also his retribution ability, I feel like that it was really smart of them to add that in the game, because not only does it like, not only from like a game standpoint, but I also feel like it was like good for the story that he has an ability where he can literally like lift everybody off the ground and choke them, because I feel like that's like really evident of what he ends up doing. But yeah, I think he's like just really well-rounded in everything. Amazing in Galactic Assault. He'll get the job done in anything, really. But I do not think he's as good as our next hero, which ironically is also him. But yeah, let's get into him now. Whew. Number 1 spot. I honestly don't know what you guys were expecting. I used to be a Darth Vader main. I probably still am. I don't even know. I don't play heroes versus villains that much. But oh my god, Darth Vader. Jesus, man. Like, I don't even know what you guys are expecting. Everybody puts Darth Vader at number 1. Everybody. Every ranking. Like, I was kind of peer pressured to do this. Oh my god, I'm watching the footage. I'm like Rogue One-ing somebody right now. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, that was awesome. Anyways, Darth Vader is really, like, is on the top of every ranking list for a good reason. That is because Galactic Assault, he's amazing. He will literally kill anybody. Like, his lightsaber throw is amazing for clearing out hallways, choke points, you freaking name it. His Force choke is amazing. I feel like it's better in Heroes vs. Villains than it is in Galactic Assault. That does not mean that it's bad in Galactic Assault. No, no, no. In Galactic Assault, it's better. Well, no, in Galactic Assault, it's fine. Because you can just like pick up like so many people and just, yeah, I mean, just immobilize them. But in Heroes vs. Villains, it works more because he can, yeah, I don't even know, just I don't know. But yeah, in Heroes vs. Villains, he can just like he can just like ledge people, and yeah, his mill ability too is again just kind of filler for, I don't know, I mean, I don't really want to put in a new ability, so I'm just gonna give him this one that other people use, but you know, who freaking cares, because again, it gets the job freaking done, so we're gonna keep it in the game. But yeah, also with him being able to block while force choking, that is so helpful because I can Rogue One people, which is amazing because I love Rogue One. And I can also, like, it's also just good for, like, defending yourself. And you can, like, when they're being choked, like, especially for a hero, you can go in and you can, like, swing at them while still choking them. So you're, like, giving off so much damage. But, yeah, this is my ranking on heroes from Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm probably going to make another pretty soon if new heroes get released. And I'm thinking about doing a ranking of each class, like officer, specialist, assault, heavy, etc. So, yeah, if you enjoyed the video, this took me a long time to put together. Well, no, it took me 2 days. It took me a lot of effort to put together. So leave a like, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye-bye.